Devaluation is a cruel game that narcissistic people play to devalue your self-worth, to take away your credibility, to take away your ability to be able to think for yourself, to stand up for yourself, to have an opinion, where they want to make you feel inferior so that they can feel superior around you. Narcissistic people want to diminish your self-importance so that they can remain feeling important, so that they can remain in control of you. They employ so many different manipulation tactics to destroy you. They devalue you to elevate themselves, to elevate their self-worth. Deep down, narcissistic people harbour many insecurities and vulnerabilities, and to protect themselves, they're going to chip away at you. And there's quite a few different games that a narcissist will play in order to devalue you. And one of these is an abundance of criticism. However, it can be confusing because we're all able to offer people constructive criticism, constructive feedback, which a narcissist will take offense to. Yet they will covertly have a subtle dig at you, criticize you, and your instincts will say, that's not quite right. And then as you're willing to be open and vulnerable because you care about them, believing they care about you, you might say, hang on a minute. And they'll turn around and say, oh, well, I'm only trying to help, and play the victim. And because we can all do things trying to help that perhaps isn't the nicest, we can think, oh, maybe they are trying to help. With criticism, they're looking to undermine your self-esteem. They're looking to exploit any of your insecurities, vulnerabilities, or weaknesses. They're looking to point out any of your flaws, any of your past mistakes, any of your errors in judgment, so that they can erode your confidence. And it's usually because they know within themselves that they cannot stand any form of criticism. It causes them a narcissistic injury. However, as we are all human, we can also not like criticism. And they use it against us to purposefully devalue us because they lack the empathy to care about us. That thing about empathy is it stops you from hurting someone else's feelings of a person that you care about. Now, someone, when they're nitpicking at you and chipping away at you, and you realise the horrible things that they've done to you, you might criticise them in order to get them back. It's not right. However, sometimes it helps you to sort of step away from them. None of us are perfect. Gaslighting is another method that a narcissistic person will use to devalue you. They're going to deny facts and evidence. They're going to distort reality to get you to doubt your intuition, to get you to doubt your memory, to get you to doubt your perceptions. As when it comes to a narcissistic person, they believe they're perfect and will turn around to you and say, I'm sorry, I forgot you were perfect, whenever you call them out on anything, and then go into an abundance of gaslighting so that you question yourself and not their behaviour. This erodes your confidence within your ability to listen to your intuition, to remember things. You can often question whether you are losing your memory, to which a narcissist will accuse you of losing your mind. Silent treatments is another one where they're going to go all out to ignore you, to withhold communication from you, to inflict emotional pain towards you. As we all know, when someone has criticised us, some people want to communicate about it straight away, get it resolved, not have anything hanging in the atmosphere, just get it sorted. Other people need time to sort of shut down and reevaluate and calm down, or for various reasons they need time to step away from the situation and then come back and communicate with you. And when you've got a person who needs to communicate straight away and a person who needs a couple of days to calm down, you do need to communicate with each other to find the middle ground. So both of you aren't left in the conflict for too long. However, with a narcissistic person, they never want to discuss it. They just want to blame you. They want you to make it up to them. They don't want to resolve things. They want to cause issues and then blame you for the issues that they've caused. Them refusing to communicate with you and withholding attention and affection and support from you creates feelings such as anxiety to get you to dance to the narcissist tune, and then they'll accuse you and turn around and say, I'm not dancing to your tune, even though they're the ones who want you to dance to theirs. Again, when around a narcissistic person, when they betrayed you in some of the most horrific ways, you might not want to be very forthcoming with attention towards them. So then you feel like you're being the narcissistic one that's devaluing them when they've done something to hurt you, to betray you, to be disrespectful towards you, to devalue you, and you're not going to want to shower them with attention. So you just need some time away and then they'll make you feel bad. Whereby with a narcissist, they can simply just know that you've got an arrangement with your family, a special occasion coming up, and then they suddenly have something planned with you on the same day. And when you say, hey, I told you about this, you wrote it in black and white on the calendar in front of them, I can't do today, I'll do tomorrow. They get offended and they fall silent on you because they want to isolate you from others. They want all the attention on themselves. Projection is another one, especially if you try to call them out on their behaviour. They are going to project all their insecurities, their faults, their flaws, their wrongdoings, their mistakes, their failures straight over to you to deflect responsibility. And when you are around somebody who makes you feel responsible for everything they do wrong, it's time to distance yourself from them. We are only responsible for our own actions and behaviour, and if you're around someone who brings the worst out in you, it's time to distance yourself from them so that you can bring the best out in you. People who care about you people who care about you as you care about others. You'll be supportive of them when the worst is in them, and you will encourage the best in them. Narcissistic people will discourage the best in you, and they will encourage to get the worst out of you. So they encourage the worst in you and discourage the best in you. Idealise and discard. And so they come at you with that excessive praise and then they withhold the praise. They come at you with that excessive attention and then they withhold the attention. They come at you with the excessive communication and then they withhold the communication. So it's a cycle. It gets you addicted because you're on those highs and those lows, and there's so many chemicals that get released during that time. When it comes to somebody devaluing who you are, first and foremost is recognition of the behaviour so that you can understand the behaviour, understand why they're doing it, understanding the effects it's having on you and why you're acting in the ways you're acting to their devaluation of you. And then creating boundaries. Best boundary with the narcissist: distance, psychological, physical and emotional. Find supportive people that understand you. Get all the self-care you need to help you move on. Find something to give you that desire and that passion to help you focus on something, on your future. When it comes to building your confidence and your self-worth back up, you have to kind of step out of your comfort zone and do it anyway and keep doing it. It's like when we learn any new skill, a child doesn't come out learning how to write. They have to learn the skill. It looks messy to begin with. They can't form the letters properly to begin with. And some of us, even years down the line, with no matter how much practice, our handwriting is still very messy. Some people are very neat. We all have those things that we excel at and those things that take a little bit more work and effort. However, by repetitively doing something, this builds our confidence back up because it proves to ourselves that we are capable. Sometimes we might have to look at something we've achieved in our past to prove that we can do it for ourselves. And remember that we are only in competition with ourselves, because another way a narcissist will devalue you is by comparing you against others and getting you to compare yourself against others so that you no longer feel enough. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have 2 books out on Amazon, a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people if you're not able to go no contact. I'll add those into the description also if you'd like to check those out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.